Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to all of you. আজকে আমাদের পয়লা বৈশাখ. It's the Bengali New Year today. So an auspicious occasion to have a GEG Kolkata session. And the session expert we have today needs no introduction. It's Meenakshi Mukherjee, who has done numerous sessions with us prior to this as well. So Meenakshi, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you on this auspicious day. So tell us a little about yourself and tell us what you'll be showing us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for that warm welcome, ma'am, and Shubho Navabarsha to everybody. A very happy Bengali New Year to all of you present here. And today I'm going to introduce everybody to quizzes, and not only the online part of the application quizzes, but as well as how it can be utilized in the offline classrooms. Because after the pandemic, post pandemics, many of the schools we have seen that we do not have internet in our classrooms, which we have been very easily being able to assess when we were taking the classes online. যখন অনলাইন মানে বাড়ি থেকে নিচ্ছিলাম তখন তো ওয়াইফাই দিয়ে একদম সব রকম জিনিস আমরা করে দেখাতে পারছিলাম, গেমস খেলাতে পারছিলাম, কুইজেস করাতে পারছিলাম, ভিডিওস দেখাতে পারছিলাম। তো যেটা কি এখন অফলাইনে যখন আমরা সুইচ করে গেলাম, তো অনেক স্কুলেই ক্লাসরুমসের মধ্যে ইন্টারনেট নাই, সেটা বাচ্চাদেরকে সেফটির জন্যও নাই, আরো অনেক রিজনসের জন্য ইন্টারনেটটা নাই। যখন অনেক সময় লাগে যে ওকে উই হ্যাভ টু কিপ ইট ইন মাইন্ড যে হ্যাঁ আমাদেরকে ভিডিওটাকে ক্যারি করে ক্লাসরুমের মধ্যে নিয়ে যেতে হবে, বা আমাদেরকে একটা ভিডিও বানাতে হবে বাচ্চাদেরকে ভালো করে বোঝানোর জন্য। তো instead of doing all of these hassles, today I'm going to tell how we can share the videos with the students with the help of quizzes. তো আমরা কিরকম ভাবে ওটাকে বাচ্চাদের সাথে শেয়ার করতে পারবো। খালি এটাই না, ওটা আমরা আমাদের কন্ট্রোলড হিসাবে শেয়ার করতে পারবো যে এইটুকু পাঠই আমরা চাই যে আমাদের বাচ্চারা যেন দেখুক, তার বেশি যেন না দেখুক। কেন কি অনেক সময় আমাদের কাছে ভিডিওস যেগুলো আসে ওটার মধ্যে বেশি কন্টেন্টও থাকে যেটা ওদের জন্য এজ অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট নয়। তো যেইটুকু পার্ট ওদের জন্য এজ অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট, খালি ওইটুকুই পার্ট যেন ওরা পাক, সেটা আমরা কিরকম ভাবে ইউজ করতে পারবো সেটাও আমি আজকে বলবো। আর তারপরে অফলাইন ক্লাসরুমের মধ্যেও ওটাকে আমরা কিরকম ভাবে ইউজ করতে পারবো সেটাও আজকে আমি কুইজেসের থ্রু বলবো। সো শুড উই বিগিন?
Yes, definitely.
ওকে, সো ফার্স্ট অ্যান্ড ফরমোস্ট আমরা যাব হচ্ছে আমাদের কুইজেস এর স্ক্রিনে। তো সেটার জন্য all we have to do is we have to go on Google, and all we have to do is write quizzes, QUIZIZZ, and the moment we write the very first link that we get, we just have to click on that link. তো আমরা যেই গিয়ে সবচেয়ে আগে ওটার মধ্যে ক্লিক করব, তো আমাদের কাছে গুগলের এটা চলে আসবে। যখন আমরা গুগলের মধ্যে গিয়ে কুইজেস লিখবো, সো QUI one second, actually I was just logged into it, that is why I'll give it another try to it. সো আমাদের কাছে এটা চলে আসবে, আর যেই আমাদের কাছে কুইজেস খুলবে তো আমাদের কাছে ওখানে অপশন আসে লগ ইন এর। ইফ ইউ আর আ নিউ মেম্বার টু ইট, তাহলে তোমাকে আগে সাইন আপ করতে হবে, তারপরেই তুমি লগ ইন করতে পারবে। and just because I am an old member to it, therefore I'm going to click on the login button, and as soon as there are various options that you can opt for. There's an option to continue with Google, where you are going to use your Gmail account. There's an option to continue with Facebook. There's an option to continue with Microsoft as well. So in case if your school has a Microsoft ID, you can surely opt for that Microsoft ID as well. Whereas for me, I'm going to continue with my email, and here I am on the screen of my quizzes. Now quizzes provides us with a wide variety of options. First and the foremost, what we have to do is we have to go on this button that is called create, this purple color button, rectangular button that we have. The moment we click on create, you can see we are already getting two options here. First one is quiz. Quiz means where we only want to test our students' understanding. That's all. So to make assessments for practice or to motivate our students is why we have quiz. That is specially made in a manner that we want to test the understanding of our students. Whereas the other one that we have is lesson. Lesson will help us to make PPT, and not only it, but it would be an interactive PPT. So this is one thing that we can do. Another very good option that we have is the Google Forms. We might have already created Google Forms during our online classes, but in the present time, we might feel that no, Google Forms have been too boring to give or to test our students' understanding. The better option that we have is to offer quizzes, so you can directly import your content from Google Forms as well. So first let me begin with the option of lessons. So the moment we click on this option for lessons, you will again get option that whether you want to import your slides from the Google Drive or you want to add a new slide. So if you want to import your slides from Google Drive, maybe you already have a presentation on Google Slides. That is what you can use it. Or maybe you had a PowerPoint presentation which is already uploaded on Google Drive. That also you might use it. Otherwise, if you want to start all from fresh, that option you have, that is to add a new slide. সো যদি তুমি একদম নতুন করে স্টার্ট করতে চাও, তোমার কাছে কোনো কন্টেন্ট নাই এই টপিকটার উপরে, তাহলে add a new slide you can go on, and you can click on add a new slide. The moment you click on add a new slide, you have various options that are there on the left hand side. First we have is the blank slide, then we have is the title slide, text slide, text and media slide, full screen media, and web page link. These are all of the slides that we have. Now, as teachers, we do not speak in the class continuously for maybe 20, 30, 40, whatever time being it is, our periods are. We ensure to ask questions in between. So, for that, we have other options as well, which includes to select the question types. So, maybe two slides we can have of a particular topic, and on the basis of that topic, we can surely ask a question as well. Now, maybe I'm too lazy today as it's Poila Boshak and I want to enjoy my day. What I can do is I can teleport my content also. So, quizzes already have some of the contents made into it, and therefore I do not have to remake my entire content. Let's say I say the topic is photosynthesis, or for which I want to prepare my lesson. So here I have an option. Now I want to prepare a lesson. Therefore, you can see there is an option coming only lessons. If I tick this box, then only lessons that have been prepared by teachers from all across the world are going to be shown to me here. So you can see there are so many lessons already existing on photosynthesis, which has already made my work very, very easy. All I have to do is I have to open up any lesson. Now, since my students are of the ninth grade, therefore I am selecting 9th to 12th grade option here. If your students are of the 6th grade, you can select an option from 6th to 6th grade, or from 6th to 8th grade, or maybe you can opt from 2 to 3 options as well. So let us say with the 9th to 12th grade option that I have. So as soon as I click on it, you will be able to see the existing slides that have been prepared by the other teacher of mine. So you can see all the slides that my teacher, the other teacher, this particular person has prepared. Out of this, whichever you feel are important to you, is according to the age group of your learner, all you have to do is click on the right corner add slide. So maybe I would like to go with this cover photo that is there, the cover slide of it. So here I do is add slides. My one of the slides have got added. The next thing that I want to do is I want to explain the concept of photosynthesis, and before that I want my students to know about autotrophs and heterotrophs. So here I again click on add slides as I find this slide a useful one for my learners. Now, the rest of the slides that are there, I feel that they are too much for my learners to understand at this point of time. So, in that case, I might switch on to the next one that is there. So, next one, the moment I open, I have some options which says okay for the slide. Now, while you open, please make sure to check on the top what is written, whether it is written as a slide, whether it is written as a multiple choice, or what. If it is written as multiple choice, fill in the blanks, true, false, that means those are questions. They are not slides. And when it is written as slides, that means they will be added to your new PPT that you are making as a slide. So please make sure to check whether it is a slide that you are adding or whether it is a question that you are adding. In case you are finding it difficult to check from here, the place where we are using to add it, there also it is very clearly mentioned what it is. Add a slide if I am adding a slide to it, or if whether it is a question that I am adding to my lesson. So accordingly, choose whatever you want to add. If you want to add a question in between, you may do so. If you want to add a slide, you may do so as well. So whatever you want, as per your needs, you can surely choose what do you want. So let's say I have explained to my children what is photosynthesis in the first two slides, and now I want my children to answer a question of mine. So what I do is I do it as I add this question: why do plants conduct photosynthesis? So after teaching a topic, we ensure to ask a question in between that also can be incorporated with the help of this quizzes lesson. So it is a very interactive one. It is not limited to only making the points that are there, so we can incorporate different types of questions into it, be it multiple choice, fill in the blanks, or all other options that were there. I will show you one more time the other options that we have into it. Now once I am done, I'm going to use this cross to close. So teleporting will allow me to add the content from already existing content that the community has added onto the quizzes platform. Even after adding it, I feel that whatever contents I have added, they are not sufficient for my kids. I would like to have more content. That I can do it. At the bottom, you will see there is an option coming, add new slide. So if you want to add new slide, you click on it. Or as I have already told you, if you already have an existing one, please click on import and upload that PPT of yours. So let's say I want to make a new slide. So here I click on it. Now what is that I would like to add? Whether I want to add text and media together, maybe I want to put up a cycle and an explanation of that cycle of how this entire process of photosynthesis is taking place. Or maybe instead of doing all these things, what I decide is to use a full screen media. So the full screen media, let's click on full screen media and see what options I have. So the full screen media allows me to add a video to my lesson. So how do I add a video to my lesson? I need to click on this video that is written here, and as soon as I click, again I get an option that whether I want to import it from my Google Drive, I want to upload it to my Google Drive, or I want to use our favorite YouTube. As we are already aware, YouTube is something that we always go on to get videos too, and everybody is using YouTube as a teacher. So let's say I would like to use YouTube. So I am writing photosynthesis, and I would like to get see what all videos I have on YouTube related to photosynthesis. So I let's say I would like to go for this video, and I begin to see the video. As ma'am, is it audible?
Yes, Meenakshi, audible.
Okay. So I am going to have a look at the video, and I feel that okay, this is the content, and somewhat this content is not required as it is simply consuming time of my learner. So the content that is important is from 1 minute 53 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it and I'm going to bring it to 1 minute 53 seconds. And as I bring it on 1 minute 53 seconds and I click insert, my video has got inserted from 1 minute 53 seconds only. So here, as a teacher, I will be able to control that what part my students are going to watch in that particular video. It is not necessary that if I have shared Even if we share the link of the video, then also they watch the entire video. So here I am not doing such a thing. I am giving the portion that is required and that is appropriate to their age, that they have to watch. So now, as soon the moment my child is going to click in order to play or in order to watch the video, it is going to play from 1 minute 53 seconds only, and it is going to play till the time I have selected it. So since I didn't give an end time to it, it is going to play till the end of the video. But if I wish, I can do that as well. So I can do the necessary changes, that how much seconds or how much minute I want my students to watch the video. Now after they have watched the video, I want them to answer some questions of mine. So here are the wide variety of options that are there. It begins from multiple choice, the MCQ questions that we all are aware of. Then it comes to the reorder, if there is, it is a long process and there are certain steps that are to be followed, then we can surely use this type of a question where we can ask them to arrange it in certain order. Match the following, which is again something that our kids have been doing. Fill in the blanks, again a very common one, and our kids have been doing for a very long time. Drag and drop, maybe we want them to segregate something, we want them to do some segregations of some different types of things, then we can go for drag and drop. Then we have maths option as well. So it is not that it is limited to only English, science, or say Hindi or Bengali, but it can be used for maths as well. It very easily allows us to write equations. Very easily. It is going to help us to write equations. Labeling. Very important from the point of view of a social science teacher, of a science teacher. We have endless diagrams in science which we would like our students to label. So labeling also we can give to our students. Then if we want our students to do graphs, that also can be done. If we want our students to draw, let's say you have already given them a diagram and you wish them to mark something, that can be also done. Open ended questions, where you have just given a question and you want them to answer as they want to. Or they, let's say you have given what is photosynthesis, there is no multiple choice, it is not an objective base, rather it is a long answer type. Whatever they have understood related to photosynthesis, let them write it. So an open ended question can also be given. And very interesting, video responses. We can also collect video responses of our students as well as audio responses as well of our students also. Sometimes we might take up a poll. So let's say after this particular video, I wish to take up a poll. So I'm going to click it and let's say I am writing, did you enjoy the video? Did you enjoy the video? So this is what is my question to the students, and the answer that I have is yes, and the other answer that I have is no. So that this is what my question is. Next, again a new slide, and that new slide is again a multiple choice question that I would like to ask them. Or maybe instead of a multiple choice question, let me ask them a question where they have to draw. So, draw, let's say, label the part from where plants get chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, it is a green pigment that is present in the leaves. So now I want them to label. So for that, I have, what did I do? I want them to label it. So for that, I need to provide them with an image on which they are going to do the labeling. So for that, I have clicked on an image. The moment I click on the image, again, there is no hassle of uploading and all that has to be done. I just have to click here and write unlabeled as I want them to label. So unlabeled plant. So the moment I click on it, I am going to get a wide variety of pictures of different types of plant. Maybe I can select one of them. So I have selected this one, and now I click on insert. So this picture will now get embedded here, and now when my students will get it, what they have to do is they have to encircle the leaves, because it is leaves where they get chlorophyll from. So now this has been done. Once I feel that my lesson is completely prepared, whatever is there is something which is fine. I don't want to add any other substances or any other thing. Or maybe I want to add more content. So maybe again you are going to click on add new slide, and let's say again I want to give a short clip of any video. So we'll just click on it, and we are again going to search the video of our relevant topic. And now let's say I have picked up this video again, as this time I gave it from 1 minute 53 seconds. This time I want them to watch only the last 2 minutes that is there, not more than that. So I have inserted this, and now they will be only able to watch the last 2 minutes, so that they are able to understand the final process of photosynthesis. So like this, one video only has been used in the lesson in parts and bits, so that our students are able to understand the process step by step. And in between also, and make sure that we are asking them questions, we are able to test their understanding, that whether they are able to understand it or not. So we have wide variety of options. What type of questions you want to incorporate, you can incorporate. Maybe you can incorporate a slide also now after this. So let's say I want to incorporate a slide, as I have asked them few questions. So I would like to go with the text and the media slide. So some information as well as some pictures. So when I go with the text and the media slide, you can see it is already giving me a wide variety of options of how I want my text and media to come up with. So let's say I would go with this one. So there I have this option, and now I would like to say that we have already learned the process of green plants. Let us look into how the other plants are going to get the food. So now they have already given me a layout. All I have to do is click on this picture. The moment I click on this picture, you will be able to see a pencil mark that is there, and it is this pencil mark that is going to help me replace my picture. So here the picture has come. I do not want to use this picture, therefore I am searching for a new picture. So my new picture is an insectivorous plant. So this is what I want. So here I'm going to click on it, and after this I am going to insert it. So you will be able to see that the existing picture that was there, it has now got replaced with this particular picture. So the next type that I have again is another type of plant that I'm going to look into. So what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to click on the existing picture that is there. Then I have this pencil that is there on which I'm supposed to click, and I am going to search for my picture that I want to incorporate into my lesson. So I want to incorporate a parasitic plant into my lesson. So here I have incorporated a parasitic plant in my lesson now. Similarly, again, we can change the rest of them as well. So here we have already talked about one of the processes of how the green plants are able to prepare their food, and now we are talking about the process of how the non-green plants, they are able to get their food. So once you have changed the images, now you can change the matter that is written here as well. So I am going to change it. So this is a pitcher plant, so therefore pitcher plant. Similarly, this is a parasitic plant, so parasitic plant. So similarly, as whatever content it is, you can write it, you can add the text accordingly, whatever it is. And now your another new slide is prepared. So once you are done with it, you can hover and have a preview. On the top right corner, first we have is the save, then on towards the left of save is what we have is save settings, and then we have is preview. So I'm going to click on this preview button, and it is going to show me how my participants are going to see it. So, how are my participants going to see it? Let's start from the very beginning. This is how my students will be able to see it. This is the first slide that they are going to get, and then this is the second slide that they are going to get it. Then they will have an answer to choose. A question is there which for which they will have to choose an answer. Again, they have a video. Now, the moment I play the video, you will be able to see that it plays from 1 minute 53 seconds only. See, so did you see how it played from where I have controlled it? So from that very point only, it is going to play for them as well. Now they have got a poll question. Did you enjoy the video? Yes or no? So they are going to tell whether they have enjoyed the video or not. And now the question comes: label the part from where the plants get chlorophyll. So they are going to have this option of pencil. They can select the pencil and they can encircle it. So once they have selected the pencil, they have to encircle the part from where they think they will be able to get it. Like this, they will be able to do their answers. If they want to incorporate a text, that also they can do. If they want to change the color of the pen, that option they have, they will be able to do it. Then the next slide, when they are going to move again, I have this video, but this time I ensure that they should be able to watch only the last part of it. So as you saw, they are able to watch it from 4 minutes 30 seconds only, because that is how I wanted my students to watch it. After they have watched it, now we have the next topic of this chapter, that about how the different plants are able to take the different kinds of food. So once we have seen the preview, we are satisfied, we have to click on save. Before clicking on save, another thing that I would like to tell you is the themes. If you want, you can change the theme as well. See, we have varied options of themes as well. Whichever one you want to select, you just click on it, and your entire presentation will change into that. If you want the entire presentation to change, you can change it for the entire presentation. If you want it to be applied on only one of them, that also you can do. As you can see here, the option that is coming to me is apply to this slide. If I want to apply only to this slide, then that can be done. Apply to all slides if I want it to be applied to all the slides of my presentation that I have made. This is what you can do. Another thing that you can do is, if you want, you can also change the order of your slides in case you want to. So after all of these things have been done, you are going to click on the button save. We are going to give a name to our PowerPoint presentation. We are going to select the grade for whom we have want. What is the visibility that you want? Would you want the public, everybody, just like you have been able to see so many presentations on photosynthesis, through which you were being able to add also to some of them to your lesson? Would you like to do that? Or would you not want other people to see, and you only want to keep it private, which will may ensure that it is visible only to you? So I would like to go for the public one, that it should be visible to everyone. So public, visible to everyone. Then what we can do is we can add a cover photo. Again, adding a cover photo is very easy. Adding any kind of image, video on Quizziz is very easy, as we do not have to specially download and again upload on Quizziz. We can directly search what we want, and from there itself we are able to incorporate it into our lesson howsoever we want to. So, like for example, since my chapter is on photosynthesis, therefore I'm searching for an image on photosynthesis, and I feel that yeah, this is a good one, and this is what is the cover of my lesson. So this is the cover of my lesson. Now continue. After this has been done, in case you are having an online class, what you can do is you can start a live lesson. You can directly share it with your students. Let's say it is not an online class that is going on, and rather it is an offline class that is going on. So, in that case, you can go give it as assign homework. You will click on assign homework. So as soon as you click on assign homework, it is going to give you an option of start time and deadline, that whether you want your kids to finish the work in this date by this time, that you can surely change if you want to. After that you have done, please click on continue. If you want to give a end date, then you please click on continue, and here comes the copy link. You can simply click on this copy link and paste this link on their worksheets, in their worksheets, and then the worksheets that we give to our students, they can take that worksheet and they will be able to click on the link and use it. Other option that is there is you can share this code with the students also. Can you see the code 60336? So you can share this code with the students as well, and then they will be able to use this code and join the lesson. They will be able to see it. Now let's quickly join the lesson and see what is that we will be able to see if the students join it. So the moment our students are going to join, it is going to ask them to write their name. So since it is me who has joined, therefore my name is getting reflected here. If you join, your name will get reflected. Similarly, if you want, you can use this code and you can also give it a try. The code is there 6036177 So you can use this code and you can go to quizzes.com and join it and see what are you able to see. So once you give the code, and then your name will come, or the child is going to enter the name and click on start. And click on start, it is going to show the very first screen that I had prepared, the very first slide that I had prepared. Okay, it talks about photosynthesis. Then it is going to show the presentation, the slides that I had prepared of heterotrophs, autotrophs. Then it is going to ask my child the question to answer. As you can see, timer is also there. What do plants conduct? Why do plants conduct? So to make glucose. So it is a correct answer, a great motivation for my child. Now there is a video that I want my child to watch. So here my child is watching the video, and you can see it started from where I had marked it, or where I have labeled it. From that very point, it is going to start, and my child will be able to watch that video. My child will able to watch only the part that I have selected and not beyond that. It will stop after that, and then he or she is supposed to click. So did you enjoy the video? Yes, I did enjoy the video. And then comes the next. Label the part where plants get chlorophyll. So here, as I told you, there's a pen option that is there. So the pen option is there. If they want, they can change the color. So it is red right now. They can increase or decrease the thickness of the pen also, that from here. And then what they have to do is they have to circle it. Now this is what they have done, as this is the part, it is the leaves where there is chlorophyll present. Now again I have given them the video. As you saw, it again started from the part where I wanted to start from, and now comes the last part of mine, where I wanted them to know about the other type of plants that are there. And with this, it comes to an end. All done. This is how our kids are going to get the PowerPoint presentation that we have prepared for them and that we have sent them with the help of the code or through the link. We can send them the link through WhatsApp, we can send them the link through Teams, we can mail them the link, we can use the parent portal, the campus cares, whatever options are there in your school. Each any of the ways you can use to send the link, and then they will be able to do that lesson through it. Next option, let's say for example that you do not want them to send it, rather you want to use this as a lesson in your classroom. So for that, what you can do is there's an option that is there which says worksheet. You can click here and you will get a PDF of this. As you can see, a PDF has been generated. The only drawback that is there is that the videos are not going to be played. So if in case your lesson does not have any video or audio, in that case you can also take a PDF of it and use the same presentation in your classrooms as well for teaching purpose. So this will help the students who were absent in the class on that day. What you have to do is, all you have to do is to share this link, and the students will be able to get that topic that you have taught. They will be able to answer the questions, and if there was a video which it couldn't got played in the class as it was a PDF, that video can get played when you have shared the link with the students. So offline classroom, it is not that you have to prepare a separate PowerPoint presentation for the class and for the quizzes. The same one you are able to use for the classroom also. So you can just take this PDF in your pen drive and you can use it on the interactive boards or whatever it is for the teaching learning purpose in the classroom. And in the for the students, for them to have a look of the various types of graphics, the videos, the audios, the link can be shared, that can be used by them to see the different types of options that they have. So this is how we are. So the download option that is there, the moment you click on it, you will get an option save as PDF all pages, or if you want to select the pages, you may do that as well. And then the moment you click on save, it will get downloaded in your computer, and then you will be able to carry it to in your pen drives. So as I told you, the videos will not, of course, in the PDF it's not possible for the videos to get played, so therefore they are not going to come. Otherwise, if you want, other things can be very easily be carried in the PDF form to the classroom, and you do not have to separately prepare another PowerPoint presentation for the classroom. So this is how we can use lessons in the online as well as in the offline mode of quizzes. Another option, as I told you, the quizzes offered to us is quiz, which is to take assessments. So for this, I already have some existing quizzes in my account. I would just like to show the ones that I already have. So as you can see, this is the respiration and organism for class 7 that I already have. Now again, this is something that I have already prepared. This has been also prepared by teleporting. It is not that I have individually added the questions here. I have simply teleported, just the way we can teleport lessons into to form PowerPoint presentations. In the same way, we can import questions also if we want when we are preparing a quiz. So multiple choice questions can be there. There can be fill in the blanks. There can be true, false. In between, if you want to conduct a poll, you can do that as well. Labeling, many different types of options are there. Whichever option you want, you can opt. You can give a separate timer to each question. Not only that, but you can also assign a certain point to each question. not necessary that all questions should be of the same value point. Some can be 1 mark, some can be 2 mark, that is completely up to you. So just like the way we can assign the lesson to our students with the help of the link, in the same way we can assign the quiz also in the form of this assigned homework if it is an offline class, and we can send the link to our students. Or if I want to take it in the classroom, again I'm going to click on this worksheet option that I have, and the moment I click it on the worksheet option, here it is how this is how it is going to come to me, and this is what I can very easily take to my classroom and discuss with my students at the time of revision. It is not that I have to separately again prepare the revision questions for them. So this is how in the offline as well as in the online mode quizzes can be beneficial to us.
That's great, Meenakshi. Thank you so much. Very, very comprehensive, I must say, and so beautifully you've explained all these features. And I know it's going to be extremely beneficial to students, especially that we're able to convert it into a PDF. And like you rightly
Yeah,
said, even if you're not able to send the videos, you can share the links with them. And like you very nicely showed that whatever is relevant, we only show that much to the
yeah,
children. The
yeah,
entire video may not necessarily be relevant to that
yeah,
particular
yeah,
group of
yeah.
students. So that's
And
great.
even whatever part is relevant, only that much part can be shown, and immediately we can ask a question as well, because the quizzes gives us an option to ask questions. So
Correct.
whichever form we want to ask, whether it's in the form of an MCQ, fill in the blanks, whichever form, or even labeling a diagram, or to, for social science it can be to label a part on the map, whatever it is.
It's very effective. And even Dr. Amit Bajaj, who's one of our GEG leaders, he also mentioned that this teleporting content is the best feature even he's
Yeah,
using for quizzes. And
yeah,
it's
it saves
surely
a
going to
lot of time, lot of
be
time. And with
so
this, it
great.
is not that we have to sit and all together make a PPT for our classrooms as well. We can
Okay.
teleport the contents and take the PDF to our classrooms, which is helping us as well in
Absolutely.
not making the PPT for the classes. We can just simply use what is already existing in the Quizziz community.
Correct. And I think you use these features quite a lot. So I'm sure you do feel that there is a lot of, students also seem to be a lot more interested when these, features are used of quizzes, and, you're able to utilize
Yeah,
them
yeah,
well.
they thoroughly enjoy. And with this new addition of giving a video response, giving an audio response, so this actually helps us to cater to all kinds of students. There are
Correct.
students who are shy and would not like to show their face. They can surely opt for the audio responses that are there. And
Right.
then there are options of instructor paced option as well, where it is the instructor who's going to ensure that every child is answering or not.
Yeah.
So there are
Correct.
many options that the quizzes platform provides us, and that can actually help us to cater to all learners, all type of learners.
Absolutely. It's all about inclusive education now. So
Yeah, yeah,
great.
yeah. It's
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking our time and for giving this
my
fantastic
pleasure.
presentation.
It's always a
Especially,
pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be associated with Gigi.
great. Looking forward to many more such wonderful sessions. And
Sure.
thank you once again. And thank you to the audience. And so, bye bye from both of us here.
Yeah, yeah. Bye bye. Enjoy.